Hey, buddy, watch this.
Hello, hello, Regis Kilbin is the name, and Hearthstone is the game, and this is the Advice Arena where I give you advice on playing in Arena. This time around, I have a Rogue run. It's pretty interesting, so let's go ahead and jump into the draft as it was recorded live on my Twitch stream. I have Rogue selected here in the Arena, and we also have the, we also have the Hearth Arena companion app loaded up here. And that's going to give us some, some info on our picks, essentially some guidance here on what cards we should choose. I don't always follow it perfectly, but sometimes I do like to have the extra insights. And I think it's helpful for you guys at home to follow along too, so you can kind of get an idea, on top of my advice, just what the general consensus on cards in Arena might be. So clearly, pick number one, Primordial Drake, is amazing. Good AoE and a good body too. I like Hallucination here. Simply because it's a nice little cheap cycle, and when you can discover a card, typically you can pick a better card on average than what a general arena pick would provide. Hey, waving. Hey, 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 it's BR. Welcome, guys. I like Stegadon here. I think Venture Coat can be good, but it's just so punishing. But Stegadon is just general body. 4-drops are good, etc. Fan of Knives probably here is the pick, although Dark Iron Dwarf is also a good card. I'm really hesitant to pass up Fan of Knives, though, just because AoE is good and Cycle's good. I really like the flexibility that this card provides. Dark Iron Dwarf, like, we're probably going to get other stuff that's similar to this. So even though it has a better 2-score on average, I think I'm going to stick with the Fan of Knives. I think I'm going to divert a little bit here from the pick and take Fan of Knives. Shadow Strike is fantastic here. Really great removal spell in Arena. Cheap and efficient. Allows for some big swings. Scarlet Crusader looks like the best card here to me. Rockpool could be good, but we don't have Murlocs, right? So we may not get any. Fan of Knives here, again, is pretty good. A little sad we took the first one now, which, is a consideration because it is a class card and a spell, so it gets offered a little bit more often than a card like Dark Iron Dwarf. But still, it's not guaranteed, so it's fine. I like Deadly Fork here, I think. Oh. Okay. I'll buy into this. 56 v 68. I just like that this is a lower cost card, so more flexible than the Threshodon. But we already do actually have 4 3-drops, so that's probably a sign that we should probably take a 7-drop. So this makes sense to me. I like this. It's fine. Firebloom Phoenix is really good for me. Great swing card. Just kill something and plant a body. Ooh. No. No way. No way is this the best. Come on, don't do me this way. Don't do me this way. I guess we gotta do it, guys. But it's so risky in Arena with things like Primordial Glyph, Firelands, Portal. Like, it's better in Arena than Constructed. Granted, because they're just less likely to have spells. But, what if he gets Firelands Portal? We're going to get wrecked. And that's such a common card. Primordial Glyph, free Glyphs, free Shadow Visions, free Spike Ridge Steeds. There's no way we can take Millhouse. There's no way. There's just absolutely zero way we can take Millhouse. I'm not going to do it, guys. I think I'm going to take Spirit Singer. We don't have any Death Rattles yet, but we can actually draft into some. Frankly, Deathwing Dragonlord makes a little bit of sense, but we have just one dragon, and we're unlikely to get. Trust me, Reed, just get Millhouse. Millhouse is the way. All hail Millhouse. Prepare to face the mighty Millhouse Mana Storm. Millhouse best pick every time. Can't be the best pick. There's no way. Guys, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I know the memes would be rich and plentiful, and I know it would be a lot of fun, but I really do want to get a good run and teach people. I mean, the reason it's getting a high boost right now from Hearth Arena is because it thinks we need a 2-drop, but this is so early in the draft, I'm not considering those mana cost issues just yet. So, I mean, I think, really, the 46 v 49 here is more favorable for Deathwing Dragonlord. But I'm also considering Umbra. Like, we could hit a pretty big death rattle. We already have one. I mean, it's hard to combo out this card, right, with other Death Rattles, but pick Millhouse. What could possibly, what could possibly go wrong? This is a tough choice. I think I'm actually going to pick the Deathwing Dragonlord guide, guys, because it has the, it's a considerably higher tier score than Spirit Singer Umbra. I think it's very, very slow. It's very hard to work with, but Umbra also... This is really, really challenging. I don't know. I wish this was the other Deathwing. We'd take it every time without question. This pick is taking me longer than most drafts. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave it up to RNG, just like everything else in Hearthstone. I'm going to random.org, and I'm going to generate a random number between 1 and 3, and whichever number I get is the card we're going to pick. You guys can't see this, but just going to have to believe me. Result is 1. Deathwing Dragonlord it is. I'm sorry, guys. I know some people won't believe me. I know you think I faked it, but I didn't, because I actually wanted Spirit Singer Umbra, I think. But there we go. We got Deathwing. Just live with it. It's rigged. Oh, man. Rigged. We'll take a Venom up in here, clearly. Great removal option. Using your hero power to do so much is insane. I like Ooze and Betrayal here. They're pretty close in tier score as well, both with our draft. We have a lot of 3-drops, though, so Ooze loses some love. For sure, Betrayal, though. Volcanosaur here looks like a good pick. Razor Petal Lasher probably is my choice here, but Bluegill Warrior is an option, maybe. I don't really like Acolyte of Pain, again, because we have so many 3-drops, regardless of tier score. 2-drops are good, though, and it's some flexible stuff. Probably Berserker, because we just need a 2-drop. It's just almost as good as the other cards as well. Violet Illusionist makes a lot of sense in Rogue, but again, we're heavy on 3-drops, so we need to adjust for curve a little bit. Bloodsail Raider's fine. I think I like... we don't really need a 3-drop game. I guess we actually only have 1 minion. This whole time I've been talking about how many 3-drops we have, but ultimately it's just 1 minion. Maybe we do need a 3-drop. Bloodsail Raider on 2 is not that good for Rogue, because you typically want a hero power on 2, and then the Bloodsail Raider doesn't get the buff. So it's sort of a chicken and egg issue. I guess we'll take the hired gun. It's fine. Jade Shuriken's the pick here. Flexible damage is nice. Blowgill Sniper, maybe. Hearthrena likes the Shatterstone Cleric. It's a good card. I'm just sensitive to our mana cost issues, but I'll buy in. It's fine. Frostwolf Warlord I like here. No! I think I like the Warlord too much, guys. I had a really good Warlord run recently where I had 3 Warlords and they just did so much work that I'm feeling like this tier score is not sufficient. It's not capturing what this is really about. The question is, are we ever going to have enough minions? I think we're more removal-based than minion-based. And I was playing Paladin last time, which is more likely to have minions. So it actually makes sense that this is not nearly as good in this deck as the Psychotron. Because, you know, a lot of our turns, if we Envenom Weapon, if we Shadow Strike, if we Fanonize, if we Jade Shuriken, we're not developing minions, so there'll never be a chance for this to get big. So Psychotron I like. Makes sense. I like Volcanosaur and Frozen Crusher. I'm glad Hearthrena leaned towards the Volcanosaur here, because I would too. This is obviously a really cool card, but it's less flexible because it can't taunt, it gets frozen. Like, the Volcanosaur can just do a little more, I think. Tanara's Hog Chopper, I guess, just for the mana consideration. We don't have but 1 Jade card right now, so this is best case scenario, a 4-5 for 4 in total stats. So I think we'd rather just have the 4-4 for consistency, even though it never gets charged. The Rubian Prophet looks good here. Can do some cool tempo stuff with this card. Sap is pretty good. Like Sap. Delete big threats my opponent plays. Spiked Hog Rider looks good here. We need a 5-drop. And the charge happens rather often. Man, Bookworm rarely ever hits. But with 2 dragons in the deck, particularly 2 high-cost dragons, this has a more likelihood to hit than I think I've ever seen to actually hit, but I still think it's probably too inconsistent. But we have 2 cards that would benefit. Like, Deathwing would benefit Bookworm, and Bookworm would benefit Deathwing. All that said, clearly Imp Master's a much better card on average. so I think we'll take it. Makes me a little sad, though. I like Aberrant Berserker here, actually, over Jade Shuriken, because we still do need some bodies. We only have 3 4-drop minions right now, so we clearly need another. Chillin' Yeti is probably better on average, but I think the Kooky Chemist flexibility and the ability to do shenanigans with it is more valuable, so we'll take the Kooky Chemist. Just because a lot of things like, you know, Primordial Drake, for instance, Stegodon, other minions our opponent plays, all of those are kind of flexible with Kooky Chemist. You can make big plays. I have a good history with Kooky Chemist as well. I like Firefly here, I think. Oh, no way, Hearth Arena. Firefly is too good. You don't have elemental activations, I guess, though. Maybe it's not that good. Yeah, actually, this makes more sense. I like Cult Master too, honestly, but we have a couple cycle cards. Curve is probably not too punishing. There's some late game cards, so Fairy Dragon's fine. We'll buy into that. Hallucination here for sure. As much as we need an Ultra Sword in our deck, Hallucination's too good to pass up there. And Corrupted Seer looks good. Just more removal. More Primordial Drake, Corrupted Seer, Fan of Knives. We have quite a bit of AoE. I like it. I like it. Not the best deck ever, but probably something we can work with. I think we can win some games with this deck. We got a 70.1 tier score. Seems pretty average to me. So the average card quality here is fairly average. But we have some big plays. We can hit a Deathwing late. Primordial Drake's such a good card. Nerubian Prophet can be a big swing card. Shadow Strike's good to have. And Venom Weapon's very powerful. Sap is very powerful. So there's certainly ways for us to win some games here. Okay, so let me catch up with chat a little bit, guys. I'm sorry I had to focus a little bit on the draft. Let's see if I can catch up. Hey, Regis, this Millhouse Manastorm mess reminds me a question I wanted to ask you. In your opinion, is Hearth Arena good enough to trust completely for a new Arena player? Yeah, for a new Arena player, for sure. Because if you don't have any context, absolutely it's going to help you on average. There's no question. It's really... I wouldn't even start questioning the picks until you get to a 5-win average point or something, because it's just gonna back you up and just give you so much more confidence in your picks, and on average it's gonna do a lot of work. There's clearly some gaps in Hearth Arena because I think it focuses a little bit too much on curve these days, and it doesn't really understand internal synergies that well. Like, it identifies cards that work well together, but it doesn't necessarily identify a strategy for a deck that well. So clearly you can play above Hearth Arena if you're really, really good. But most of the time, it just checks your assumptions and stuff. Sorry, my screen name is so long as followed. Zipper Demon, Dune Raiders, Calthael. Guys, thanks everybody for the follows. Appreciate it. Sorry it took so long to mention them, but... all of these are kind of enticing here. I think Gladiator's Longbow is going to be the best option for us, just to give us late game punch and removal. Eaglehorn Bow makes sense, but we don't necessarily need a 3-drop right now. We're very likely to hit something playable at that point. We don't have any late game cards yet. This is sort of an investment. It's just a really good card, right? Killing a couple 5-health things without taking damage, it's going to be really valuable for us. I think it's the better bet. Kill Command, we just don't have Beast probably, so it's going to be hard. It's a little bit risky to take that expensive of a card, but I think it's going to work out. Regis, did you ever watch a show called Megas XLR? No, it has a pretty cool villain in it called the Regis Mach 5. I gotta look that up. That sounds awesome, dude. Sounds like the kind of show I'd like, too. That's cool. My friend recently got an 80.7 tier score deck, says James Foofle. That sounds absurd, dude. That's crazy. I think we'll go ahead and coin the Scarlet Crusader here, just because it contests so well. Unlike the Fairy Dragon, we can still play a 3-drop turn next turn. So it's not like we're risking the coin here. I think it's just going to line us up a little better. That is absolutely nuts, James Foofle. I think the highest tier score I've ever had is like 74.9. Which I was very, very happy with. Yo, Dog, what do you think the one most important arena tip is? It's a hard question to answer. Ugh, I don't really like any of these that much. Snake Trap? Snake Trap's pretty good. Against a Hunter, I can set up Unleash the Hounds, but it's sort of like an even trade if that happens. Smuggler makes sense too, but we actually have some 4-drops, so this wouldn't be played until 5. I think I just like Snake Trap better. And we're not going to play it yet, because we're going to have the board here, but... I feel like Snake Drop. I just noticed we don't have any Inspire cards in Standard anymore. Yeah, those all went out with TGT, really. Where do you think Elemental Shaman falls in the meta with the recent card changes? I don't think it falls in the meta yet. I think it's still just like a tier 2 deck. I haven't seen a lot of data that it's dominating or anything. Let me see if I can pull up some data right now from hsreplayed.net on like a more Elemental Shaman as opposed to a more token Shaman. Here's a list that has a 57.8% win rate, 7,100 games played. Actually, that looks like it's going to be a pretty good list. So maybe it is actually going to be decent. It has Blaze Callers, Calamos, Think for Below, double Fire Ellie, double Servant, double Tol'Vir, double Jinyu, one Tar Creeper, one Lightning Storm, one Igneous, double Hot Springs. Might actually be good. Okay, we can just like trade. Fan of Knives is fine. It's not perfect, but we clear the board, which is nice. You know, floating a mana sucks, but clearing the board against Hunter is valuable for things like Houndmaster and Kill Commands and so on and so forth. We don't have a good 5-mana play either, unfortunately, though. Do you think Mage's new hero will combine 2 Mage spells, says Chris G. I don't think that's what it'll be, although that does sound awesome. It'd probably overpowered. You know, that's a little bit too similar to what they've already done. So I don't think that's what we'll see. But it's a good thought. It's a cool one. Be just a little bit too much like Zombeasts, you know? Zom spells. I like where you're going, though. This might be worth sapping, to tell you the truth. But it just comes back better is the problem. And we just don't have a good play here. I guess we could just Kooky Chemist it. We can't kill it if we Kooky Chemist it is the problem. We could also just like Snake Trap Jade Shuriken. Put it to 4, he attacks into the Fairy Dragon maybe. We trade back with one of the snakes. Just have a very awkward hand here. I guess Kooky Chemist swap. I mean, it gives him a lot of damage, unfortunately, but it does set up some nicer trades for us. If he trades this way for the value trade, we can use Jade Shuriken. We wouldn't want to use our face, probably, because it's Hunter and face damage is so valuable. But at least we'd have a way to kill it. Like, we could Tanaris Jade Shuriken, for instance. That 80 tier score deck had 3 Firelance Portals, 2 Flame Strikes, 2 Primordial Glyphs, and a Meteor. That's absolutely absurd. That's crazy. Let's see. Hey chat, question. I've got 1,200 gold. What should I spend it on, or should I wait until the next expansion? I think you should wait till the next expansion for sure. That's my humble opinion. Hey Regis, I didn't get that message you were talking about. Oh, for subscribers? I might have missed a set, now that I think about it. I probably haven't messaged the people who subscribed on Tuesday. So I'll catch up, Lewis. If you didn't get it, I think that's what happened. What did he destroy here? The Kooky Chemist. That's kind of fine. So yeah, I think we'll just play this in Jade Shuriken as anticipated. Don't really mind that at all. So Lewis, stay tuned, man. I'm sorry. You guys probably noticed I canceled my stream yesterday because I've been super busy at real work, which is good. It's good news for me, but it's just it's taking a lot of time, so forgive me. Hey, Hellhound971, man. Thank you for the subscription. Appreciate it, Hellhound. Welcome. And as we were just talking about a little bit, Hellhound, stay tuned to your Twitch whispers, Twitch messages and stuff, because I'll be sending you some cool stuff as a subscriber. Some extra bonus information and details about some cool stuff coming down the line soon. Regis, I saw your video the other day where you said Elemental Priest wasn't really a thing. Believe it or not, I actually went from rank 22 to rank 13 without losing a game. Awesome, dude. Just to clarify, I mean, I played an Elemental Priest in the past, if you remember. We actually did an experiment on an Elemental Priest, so I don't mean it's not a thing at all. I essentially just mean it's not like an important part of the meta, right? Like it's not a high tier meta card, essentially. Okay, I think we'll go ahead and just Spiked Hog Rider here and Snake Trap. And we're going to trade this way to put both of these at 2 health, right? Because that looks a little bit better for the one attack minion on board. If we traded the other way, the 5 into the 2/4, we would have left this at 3, which would be nice because it's the bigger minion. But 1 health is more of a magic number against Hunter than 2. I mean, sure, there's Arcane Shot, but given the board and potential Unleash the Hound's value, I think that's going to be safer on average. We've got through this game without hero powering yet, which is pretty crazy for... that was a really big risk, because what if that was Freezing Trap? He may not have had an answer there. Maybe he still has Unleash the Hounds or something, I don't know. Maybe he has like a backup plan, but that was really risky. If he has Unleash the Hounds, we're going to get hardcore punished by the Snake Trap. Oh, that's not so bad. This might be worth sapping, by the way. Nah, not really. We can just kill it. We can just Gladiators. Yeah, Gladiators should be totally fine here. I think we can keep the 5/2 alive instead of the 4/2 as well. Doesn't matter which one we attack here. God, how much damage did we actually have? 14, 17. Not there yet, but kind of close. Like, it was a consideration maybe to just go face, but against a Hunter, that seems fairly risky. But anyway, Counterfeit, congrats on the big climb, dude. That's awesome. Does anyone know when Quest Rogue gets nerfed if we get the dust? Yeah, it's already happened. You can get it. You can go get your dust right now. Hey, Regis, what's in your ear? I'm testing out a Bluetooth headset instead of my big headphones. So I have just like an earbud. I don't like wearing giant headphones on stream all the time. I think they just look kind of annoying. So, ooh, I'm just gonna kill that, right? Like, we could sap it, but we don't know what's coming down next, so let's just kill it. We don't really take any damage. He takes 6 anyway, so it's like we're getting some damage committed. And then we can just play Volcanosaur on an empty board. But we can play this first. Wind Fury seems good because he won't likely have a way to kill it, and it has 6 health. Really hard for a Hunter to deal with, so let's just put ourselves in a position to win here. And we can re-weapon. Maybe the earbud looks stupid though too, I don't know. I kind of thought I wouldn't ever be showing it to stream because this is my off ear, but I realized I turn my head all the time to look at that, so you can probably kind of see a hint of it. So I don't know, I'm just testing it out. I don't know if I like it or not yet. If I got sponsored with sponsored headphones, I'd just have to wear the sponsored headphones and it wouldn't be an issue, but... what are your thoughts on dusting Caverns Below? I would dust it if I was desperate for dust. I mean, I like to have every card, so I'm not going to dust it, but if I'm somebody who's looking for dust, I would probably dust it, yeah. You're awesome, Regis. Love your video about your reaction to the Knights of the Frozen Throne. Here's a sub for you, bro. Thanks, Tristan Lapp, man. Appreciate it. Welcome to the channel. Would you prefer your appearance with a beard, no glasses, or glasses, no beard? Definitely beard, no glasses. I used to have that. I used to wear contacts more often. But I kind of hate contacts, so I don't really ever wear contacts now. But certainly used to. I think we'll look for better stuff. Those just aren't that good cards. But I gotta have the beard. I've had the beard since I was 19, basically. The beard for me is not just like a fashion thing. It's a part of life. Rogers said, Jasper says the beard must stay. Rogers Gaming says, yeah, it's beautiful. Thanks. Thanks. Notice me, RNGesus, please. I love your videos, my dude. Your videos are dope. Thank you, Firebrand, man. Thanks for the kind words. Ooh. We gotta take that. I mean, I don't even care. I don't even know what the other cards were. I don't care. I'm taking the awesome one. Yay, go Beard. How much money are you gonna spend on Knights of the Frozen Throne? Already spent $50. Probably gonna spend at least another 50 to 75.
Should I?
Oh, jerks! I'm sorry, dude. You can't cheer from the console Twitch apps. That does suck, dude. I would think they'd enable that. That's pretty sad. But anyway, thank you, jerks, for the cheers once again, man. Much love and much appreciation. Everybody loves to hear the Murlocs, I know, so you're basically supporting everybody's Murloc addiction. You're single-handedly here. In fact, I can show you have donated a total of 3,800 bits. And I think that might actually be 3,900. I don't think it's updated quite yet. So, leading the charge on the bits, man, by a mile. Appreciate it. Yeah, Master's fine. I'm not going to preemptively trade here. Just set it up and see how it goes. Maybe we can. It's not reading them anymore. I don't know what that means exactly, jerks. I think it just read it. I heard it. I think everybody heard it. Did you guys hear his cheer? Whitetech12322 says, is Zalay the only pro player you played against? I played against Silvername at rank 5. No, not at all. I mean, historically I've played against a ton. Because I used to, when I didn't make as much content, get to Legend more often, and I played a ton, but I wasn't making videos, and that's the first ever video I've made of a game against a pro, now that I'm streaming more often. So when it happens again, we'll certainly make more videos. It almost inevitably will. I don't really love any plays here. That's just a big annoying thing. I mean, clearly we could like flip and trade, but then it's like, did I really accomplish that much? I'd almost rather just Shattered Sun Cleric this and sit. Oh my god. No. Like, I think I'm just gonna, like, sit, right? This is gonna go to a decent health total. We can kind of just sit and let it do its thing. Regis is keeping those Murloc audio clips to himself today. I think we heard it, didn't we? I think we heard it. Did you guys hear it? Didn't hear the cheer. I heard it in my ear. That seems odd. Why would I... Oh. You're not hearing it. I know why. Because I have this set to a different PC. Try again if you want. Well, you don't have to try again because it costs you money. But I had it turned off. I'm so sorry. I had it turned off from a video earlier. I was hearing it, so I'm sorry the alerts weren't there. Oh my gosh. Guys, just because it didn't go through...
Welcome. Boys, make some room by the hearth, won't ya?
Did you guys hear that? Is the next question. Man, Fan and Eyes is sort of halfway really good, but also not that awesome.
Of course I'll try again. MRGL, MRGL, MRGL.
Nice. Now we got a flurry of activity. Now I can hear them. Okay. Now it's going through. Now it's going through. So okay. So first off, for the first cheer that was missed, Jerk said, we can't cheer from console Twitch apps. Feels bad, man. 100 bits. Thank you so much, Jerks, for that awesome cheer. Then Screwed subscribed. I think that might have showed up on stream. And thank you, Screwed, for the subscription, dude. Welcome, Screwed. And stay tuned to your Twitch Whispers, Screwed, for some additional details about being a sub. But thanks so much, dude. And then Never AFK actually cheered, but that one won't show up because there's a 100-bit threshold, because what was happening is anytime somebody cheered like 1 bit, it was showing up on stream and you could like spam it. So sorry, Never AFK too, but I do appreciate your 40-bit cheer all the same. And then finally, as you guys probably saw, Jerks cheered again with some nice Murloc love. Ooh, that's a good play. Wow. It's a really, really good play. Ugh. Sunkeeper doesn't really feel that good. Probably just honestly Kooky Chemist and J-Chur can trade here.
NP, I'll just have to try harder.
There you go, Never AFK too. Thank you, man, for the cheers and the nice murlocs there on stream. I'm sure that'll get annoying someday, but I can tell you it's not even remotely close right now. It's not even close to being annoying just yet. So, ugh. We might have to Sunkeeper eventually. We're just kind of behind. If we can sap, but this is actually doing quite a bit to the board. I just wish this guy could attack first, because then we could get a really high value trade and then turn it back into a 3/3. We could just like Shadow Strike, Fan of Knives, trade. Oh, we can't Hero Power though, it's 6 mana. Sap doesn't feel very good on Elise because he gets another pack, which could genuinely matter. We can Shadow Strike this, Sap, Elise, just because we have to, kind of. Then Hero Power. I mean, Sunkeeper gives him 9 stats on the board, so he gets... Theoretically, all 3 of these have to trade into Sunkeeper. Maybe I just need to do this and stop being so greedy. I mean, it's a debuff, basically. He loses 3/3, 1/1, and gains 1. I think I'm just going to sap, though. Sets up the Hero Power, sets me up for a better Sunkeeper. I wish this had gone to 5, right? Like, the fact that he got the buff off the weapon made it very much annoying. But, I mean, again, I don't love that he gets a second pack, but I think we just have to hope that we win the game before the packs matter. Like, there's, you know, he's 20 cards to go, so we have some time before that matters, so we're playing a little bit more tempo and a little bit less card advantage and card value. So we'll just have to do our best to dodge that. Because, I mean, frankly, right, if he has enough cards in hand anyway, if he's not out of cards, getting 5 extra cards doesn't impact how much he can do in a given turn, right? It's just about... well, that's pretty good. That's kind of a lifesaver. I wish we could kill that Elise without losing our minion, but Sunkeeper's obviously bad because he played a bunch of dudes. Clearly a problem, but anyway, you know, the cards he gets off the Young Guro pack are probably on average not going to be that much better than his normal cards. So if he has 5 cards he can play anyway, he can probably only play 2 to 3 per turn regardless. Clearly, in a late game scenario where we're going to run out of cards, it becomes much more valuable. Having cards is obviously always good, but if we can pressure the game enough and just find a position to win before that becomes a problem. Oh my god. That's a good arena card. It's a pretty good arena card. It's gonna have to tank some rag hits here. It's gonna have to tank some rag hits. Yeah, we'll just play rag. It's fine. We're getting low on health anyway, so... He's got some junk cards so far, so actually at this point the Ungro pack will matter a ton because he's actually burned through his hand. My phone notifications are a Murloc, says Never AFK2. Annoys everyone else, but I love it. Yeah, it's worth annoying everybody to enjoy something that awesome. Silence on rag, dude. It's brutal. So trade, fan, razor pedal. Let's open with a fan. I mean, clearly Sunkeeper's not going to work here. Let's open with a fan, see what happens. Oh, God. One draw off from just ending his dreams, dude. One draw off from destroying his hopes and dreams. I think we'll just go ahead and leave this... No, I don't think we can leave it up. Well, yeah, we can leave it up. We can leave it up. No, we don't have to. We can just leave the 1/1s up. I think that's better. We can tank the phase damage fine. At this point, thanks to that rag heal. Do we even need to play this hired gun? I mean, he clears it with a weapon. He takes 4. Then he has to use the weapon again on this or rag. Probably takes the rag hit. I guess we will. It kind of forces him to take some extra damage. And it might mean that this survives, which would be good for Sunkeeper. It's bad for Primordial, but great for Sunkeeper, so we'll figure it out. Love your videos. Sadly, my connection isn't really good, so I can't keep watching your stream live. Oh, sorry about that, Excoriya. Oh, crap. Thank God he already attacked, though. That's just really bad for Sunkeeper again. Like, we keep hitting these bad Sunkeeper turns. I'm actually probably just going to Sunkeeper now. Clear one of these, right, and just Sunkeeper, so that we get some value out of it. Because once this starts rolling... Oh, but we have Primordial Drake, so screw that. We're just going to Volcano Sword for the win. I don't even care. We could, like, stealth and +3 attack into a win. Let's do that. Or, you know, not get that. Still a good minion, but... Let's see, if we put him to 8, then we can do 6 next turn. Put him to 2, still not really enough to win. But I don't really have to clear those because of Primordial Drake, so we'll just go face anyway. Let's see, I'm having trouble keeping up with chat tonight, man. A lot of chat tonight, guys. What's Regis' favorite class? Does anyone know? Probably not, because I'm not even sure I know. Probably Priest lately in Constructed. And Paladin would be my answer to that question.
Hey Regis, I have enough dust to craft 2 golden epics, or Blaze Collars worth it.
I would have said no to that question like last week, but this week maybe. I don't think you want golden ones though, because I know you're not being serious. I know you're trolling me, but I'm gonna pretend you're being serious, because I don't want to face the rude call out when I accidentally crafted 2 golden Blaze Collars. So no, they're not worth it. No golden cards are worth it. Don't ever craft golden cards. We don't have lethal, right? We just have 6. But it's kind of risky to keep this Stormwind champion alive. Like, I think we're going to trade into it after making this play. Just because it's... if he does somehow get through this Primordial Drake really easily, it's a lot of extra damage. So I think we'll just have to trade in. Thankfully, we do get a little value back at least, and we have enough to kill him on board, from our understanding, right? Sunkeeper could really help too with these small guys. Even if he gets minions now, these are just extra damage. Like if he kills this somehow and it doesn't kill him, and he thinks he's safe or heals or whatever, right? There's still ways for us to... Cool. That'll do it. That was the ultimate Primordial Drake. Perfect answer, dude. Yeah, we can go ahead and Sunkeeper for fun. Give him a huge board. Show him that we got both Paladin legendaries off of the freaking hallucinations. Crazy. They weren't that good, honestly. Rag was pretty good. He did some work, but he was mostly just an 8/8. He was like a Bittertide Hydra.
Welcome.
Yeah, silenced
Boys,
Bittertide Hydra.
make some room by the hearth, won't ya?
Hey, Snuggly Snorlax, man. Thanks for the subscription, dude. You guys are on a sub train tonight. It's awesome. Welcome. Appreciate the support, Snuggly. And as I mentioned previously to other folks, stay tuned to your Twitch whispers. Probably tomorrow I'll send out some whispers to catch up a little bit. There's some additional bonus stuff you get as a Regis Kilbin subscriber. Namely, access to my Discord channel, just to hang out, show me decks, talk. I'm sometimes going to post probably exclusive videos, but not like Hearthstone videos, like vlog type stuff. Just updating you guys on things. And then you're also eventually going to get, although this isn't a thing yet, but I'm working on it, I'm going to make a crafting guide spreadsheet where I update all the different cards in the game and basically rate them on things like longevity and inclusion in meta decks and all those kinds of things, and develop a score for how good of a card I think it is to craft in general, so that you can have a sort of crafting guide. And everybody that's not a sub that's freaking out and saying, oh my god, I want that and I don't have money, I understand your plight. Don't worry, I'm still going to make videos based on that crafting guide. It's not all going to be private information all the time. I'm still going to be helping everybody else as much as I can. It's just that subs will have like a constantly updated version instead of just, you know, the crafting guide videos I make. So it'll be live and living and so on and so forth. I think I'll just Imp Master since it trades so well. Like Fan of Knives clearly also is good, but the Imp Master should leave quite a bit left over. Weapon's not bad either. But if he doesn't make trades here, or even if he does make a trade here and pop the shield, Fan of Knives should still clean up pretty well, especially if he plays like a 2 health thing. Or another Imp Master, okay. Played around Fan of Knives a little bit, I like it. It's pretty smart. Pretty insightful there. Maybe the Razor Petal Lasher is just better, because it accomplishes the same kind of goal. Jade Shuriken also on this makes some sense, but we can't combo it, so it's iffy. Like, Fan of Knives is also good, because we can kill the smaller stuff. But this is a 1-3. I'm just going to Razor Petal Lasher for now. And pop the shield on that Argent Squire, I think. He's playing around Fan of Knives, though, which is really, really insightful. Or at least the weapon. It's kind of annoying. It's annoyingly good. I just think the body here is fairly valuable. It almost makes as much sense to put it on this as the other ones, because we do have the Fan of Knives. But then we give them a little bit too much trading power, so I don't know. This was like a good answer to us. Everything's a little awkward. There's probably a better way to do that, but I don't know what it is just yet. Let's see. When can we expect the top 10 beards in Hearthstone video?
Make some room by the hearth, won't ya?
You really want a video of just my face 10 times in a row? Like, that doesn't sound very fun. That's all it would be, is just my face over and over again. This is a pretty good answer. It's debatable here. What do we want to use it on? Do we want to use it on the Imp Master? Or the, I think I'd rather use it on the Wolf here. It's just worth the most amount of stats. Like, because it sets up so many valuable trades back into this 3-3. Fan of Knives, if we could weapon, would be insane. But we can't weapon. It's more of a 5-mana play. I do this and then just trade into that, I guess it's also fine. But then he has 3 damage. If I clear here, he has 2 damage on board. And it's only the minion I want to kill anyway. I think this is better still. Because if this pops out 1/1s, we can clean it up with Fan of Knives. We can't do that for the other stuff. Jack Rocks, 1201, man. Thank you for the subscription, dude. Welcome, welcome. I'm sure you heard me telling Snuggly, but stay tuned to your Twitch whispers for some cool stuff in the future. Crooks, thanks for the little 5 bits there, dude. Appreciate it. What's a good deck that I can make as a beginner? I still think the best probably deck to make as a beginner is gonna be... It's 3 here. We could just clear. Clear and develop a 1/1. Like, that's probably not the best thing ever. Ugh. Shadow Strike here is not bad. Just weapon. Trade. I think that's just better. Keeps up the 3-2.
Here we go.
This feels better to me. Debatable whether you should kill the O2 or the 1/1. Crooks, thanks for those bits. Do you think hitting Legend is a hard task? Yes, it is. It's very hard. I mean, even good players take a long time and a lot of games to do it every month. Like, you have to play a lot. If your beard falls in the forest and no one's around to hear it, is it still righteous? Absolutely. Absolutely. Even when it's shaved, right? It just looks glorious, I bet. I wouldn't know, because I've never shaved it, but I would imagine it looks pretty glorious shaved. We can, like, trade Stegadon. Psychotron actually lines up fairly well against him here. But Stegadon allows us to Jade Shuriken. We could even clear that little 2-2. I think I like that better. Just trade and clear the 2-2. Develop a pretty meaty board against his O2 totems here. Feels good. Feels good. Hitting Legend is a lot about playing a ton of games. That's right. Yeah, you have to play a ton of games. Regis, you did answer their question, what is the best deck for a beginner? Oh, I started and I didn't answer it right. Oh, brutal. Mid-range Hunter, I think, is the best deck. Mid-range Hunter is the cheapest deck to do cool stuff with. That was brutally good. God, so good. Let's see, it's Shaman. Hex is always a consideration. Wind Fury's good. He's not likely to kill it based on the board state. +1/+1 is also just really good. Since we do have sort of removal in hand, I think I'm going to go for stats first. To play around things like Jade Lightnings and stuff. And Stealth plays around Hex, but we're not probably going to get a ton of value out of it anyway. We can take Stealth, it's fine. It's fine. We'll max play around Hex here. Try to get at least one good trade out of it before it gets hexed. Glad to see this in hand. That's going to be a high tempo play in 6 turns. in 6 freaking turns. But we have answers to small stuff and big stuff, which I like. Doomhammer we don't have an answer for. Wow. It's a lot of hits. It's a lot of hits. Yeah, what's the word on the next reveals? Supposedly not hitting until July 24th, guys. Long way off still. Long, long way off. So we can take the trade here. Double Fan of Knives is a possibility, but ultimately just doesn't seem that good. I think just Psychotron, Hero Power probably feels better. Trade. If he wants to Hex here, clearly he still can, but now it's just a 6/4. It's not that... You know, it's a Volcanic Drake, basically, not that good. Hey, Screwball Television, how's it going? Forast says, made a few changes to the Jade Elemental deck, and I'm 15-0 in ranked right now. That sounds awesome, dude. Congrats. Screwball Television, Nick Gersa, Phillies Joe. Thanks, guys, for the follows. Welcome, and thanks for hanging out. It's not so bad. He took a lot of damage there. He took 9 damage in that exchange. That hurts a little bit. Yeah, let's hallucinate into a good card, because we don't have anything right now. Sure, that's like the perfect answer. I can live with that. I don't even think I looked at the other cards, to tell you the truth. I just saw that 3 damage, I was like, sure. Yeah, you know, Fire Ellie's pretty good. Let's do it. Let's do it. Regis, are you excited about the Emoji Movie? I didn't know that was a thing, so no. I do have a lot of movies I want to see right now. I saw Spider-Man was incredible. I really want to see War for the Planet of the Apes, because that also looks incredible.
Welcome! Boys, make some room by the hearth, won't you?
Guys tonight. Guys. Clint K00, man. Thanks for the subscription, guys. You guys are blowing up tonight. I think we've had 6 subs today, or maybe 5. Either way, that's a lot already for just less than an hour streamed. So welcome, Clint. Thanks for the support, and again... Stay tuned to your messages. Be sending some stuff your way. Let's open with a Fan of Knives here, and we're probably going to use the other Fan of Knives too, just because it clears the board and allows this thing to go face. But also the card we get could change our line a little bit, right? Berserker's, I think, fine. We're not going to clear that 2/2. He has a lot to deal with on the board right now. Using this weapon on minions is a major problem for him. You have a Venom weapon to clean up anything big, like a big taunt, Earth Elemental, or whatever. We don't have a ton of spare health for that, but hopefully he doesn't... Oh, Primordial Drake's just fine. We're going to be 1 off lethal, 2 off lethal, it looks like. But we can play the Hired Gun here. Wish. So we'll re-weapon and get the max value here for this Venom weapon. I think it is important to play the taunt because there's a small chance that we could die too. And we'll go ahead and do that too. Thought about clearing this just for like Flame Tongue Totem and stuff, but I think we'll be alright. You can't... Flame Tongue Totem Rock Biter weapon wins the game, I guess? No, and not to be double Flame Tongue Totem or some other removal for that taunt. You didn't know that the Emoji Movie was a thing? Really? Patrick Stewart plays the poop emoji. I didn't know any of that, man. Pooppressor X sounds awesome, though. That sounds like a movie I'd watch. Anyway, I want to watch War for the Planet of the Apes. I want to see The Big Sick. I saw Spider-Man. It was amazing. What was the other movie I wanted to watch? Oh, I want to see Valerian a lot. Valerian looks awesome. I loved Fifth Element. That old movie was amazing. And Valerian's made by the same dude. And... did you see Logan? Yeah, Logan was amazing. I loved Logan. I didn't think I'd like it, and then I absolutely loved it. Ed, or Elad Hadass says, hey Regis, first time watching your stream. I've seen some of your vids though. I wanted to ask your opinion on Big Druid. Been making the Osaka list and changed a bit afterwards. Yeah, I think it's cool, dude. I used to love old school Ramp Druid, and clearly that has similar ideas in it. So I haven't really played much Big Druid, but I like the idea of it and think it looks a lot of fun. And clearly it's competitive at least. People are winning games with it, so that's always a nice sign. Keep Deathwing for the win. Regis, I'm going to go see Spider-Man on Saturday. Did you see it in 3D? If so, was the 3D good? No, I didn't. I don't like the 3D much, usually, and it's more expensive, so it's like lose-lose for me. It's less enjoyable, and it costs more, so I'm not a big fan of the 3D, to tell you the truth. Regis Gilbin, is this a kid-friendly stream? I guess I don't really design it to be a kid-friendly stream necessarily. Like, that's not like a goal, but I think it ends up being a kid-friendly stream just because I don't curse or talk about non-kid-friendly things. So I suppose it's up to you guys how you interpret that. I think some people appreciate that. Ramp Druid has always been my favorite class type. Yeah, I like it too, man. That's what I used to play way back in the day. Like, Classic and Next Rammus era stuff. I played a lot of Ramp Druid. Back before they called it Combo Druid, even though it had the combo. It usually ran at least one copy of the combo. I still kind of miss Combo Druid. What would it take for you to mod me, says Jor326. I don't really know your name that well, so probably a lot at this point. I actually already have a good mod team, and I think I have some more applications on the way that make sense to expand it by a few people. So no offense, Jor. I'm sure you'd be a fine mod. It's just that there's people in line ahead of you, unfortunately, at this point. So it's kind of a first come first serve among guys that have been around a while and showed a ton of support thus far. Not to say you haven't, just that you're the last one to chime in there. I tried to stay away from combo. It was always expected, and people would play around it, and I just had large minions. Yeah, that worked out sometimes, too. They always do anything imaginable to stay at 15 health. Or 16 if they suspect you had an innervate, right? Whoa, Master of Disguise on an Igneous Elemental. The plays, guys, I can't contend with these plays. I think we'll still just trade and play this Lotus Assassin. Leaves this susceptible to his weapon. But then at least he's committing some mana to it. I mean, my health total's already a little bit risky, which sucks. But if we can get the board here pretty firmly, I think we'll be alright. So, if he weapons, he's got 3 mana remaining. Probably means we're ahead on board a fair bit. We have answers to big threats and small threats. And have a threat of our own, which is nice. He's already turning the corner. Wow. Respect. Ooh, that's a good way to save some health. That sucks. Trade here looks fine. We don't mind him getting those because we have like double fan and stuff. Although we might want to, depending on what he does here, fan might already be good. We need a good card to play this particular turn. Like right now we just have a Monty Berserker. We're gonna have to double fan now. It's actually not terrible. This is I wish we could weapon as well. We're still going to make the trade here, but killing the Wasp and the Razor Petal Lasher probably makes it worth it.
No witnesses.
And I think I still just have to kill this because even 2 damage is too much right now. Next turn we have a decent turn with Fire Plume and then Primordial Drake 2. I hope he plays like a Boulder Fist Ogre right here. Or a just a big thing that I can sap. Yeah. That's actually kind of fine. Trade here, play the Volcanosaur for taunt. We could Fire Plume Phoenix as well, but I don't think we need to. Let's just find taunt on this Volcanosaur just in case. Yeah, let's just grab taunt and sure, I think that's fine. I know that we could have gone for more value because there's only 2 damage on board, but for all I know, he's loading up an Assassin's Blade with a Deadly Poison ×2, right? Like, I need to stay safe because this will win me the game if I do. Probably, although this is a bit awkward right now. We need to kind of kill this and then trade. Hopefully he doesn't have, like, Phantom Knives for a clean kill here.
Ready, sir.
Okay, it's not that bad. Traded for me. That actually helps me a ton because it allows me to kill this and then Primordial Drake. If I want to. I'm not actually sure we need to. Because Fireplume Phoenix looks sort of good too. Trade Drake is also probably just fine. I don't know. Fireplume Phoenix plus Tanar's Hawk Chopper is actually probably okay. And that saves the Drake a little bit for later if we need the taunt. Because we can just trade here, Fireplume here. This can run in, or his weapon, whichever he prefers. But we'll have a fairly sizable board of 7 attack. Still have the Drake and the Sap available. I think this is fine. There's a lot of value in this line. We don't really take that much extra damage or anything in it. Ooh, that slide over almost hurt there. We could play double of these, actually. That's a little bit more damage on board. But it's worse with Primordial Drake, so I guess we'll do this. Because, you know, this dies, basically, to Drake. Anyway, back to chat. MKH90 says, there's been so little problems here. Mods haven't been all that visible, at least from what I've seen. Yeah, that's true. There's just no... Oh, George James Foofle. Ah, so you are actually a long-time supporter. I see. Send me a message, man. I'm not promising anything, but just send me a message, and maybe we can figure something out. Regis, should I disenchant my golden Unite the Murlocs to make Edwin? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I mean, hesitant to make any claims right before an expansion hits, right? Because who knows? Maybe it ends up that... oh, he's trading in a way that gives me Primordial Drake value. Nice. I think we'll have to leave that one up, but this is still pretty nice. I mean, we could kill it, right? If we don't kill it and he like saps, we can get a ton of... Jerks got excited when he heard about the Murlocs, man. He's ready. Like, what if he saps? He trades anyway, right? He doesn't go face. He's only got 2 cards left. I think we just go face. We don't need to worry about like sap or poisonous or whatever. If he Venom weapons, that's fine. That's not a big deal. It's not on the taunt, so it actually works out a little better for us. Yeah, that worked out great. Good deal. I think we just Dragonlord here, don't we? It's not going to win us the game, but I mean, it's not going to pull any dragons, but it's just such a big body that we can attack him twice and win the game. Puts us on sort of a 2-turn clock here. He takes 4 from this trade. He goes to 17. He might sap this, which would suck. Ooh! That is so risky! Oh! That's fine, actually. That's totally fine. Better than the alternative, I think. This being at 8 health is probably not relevant at all. It's really risky to sap this, but I'm kind of scared of it, right? Like, corrupted sound. We don't have lethal. We're only at, Cookie Chemist doesn't give us any sort of lethal, does it? We could trade and make this a 3-12, but I think we're better off just trying to win the game here in a second. If I do this, and Vanish is the only card I think that really puts him back in it if I sap that. What if I just keep it alive, though, right? What if we just do this and keep it alive? Or Envenom it? If we Envenom it, we go down to 7. It'd be really hard for him to do 7 with 2 cards. Can't Envenom it and Corrupted Seer, though. So, I guess I'm just going to take as much damage off the board as possible here. And just assume that there's no possible way for him to do that much damage. Just make an assumption here. Let's see, who's followed recently? We got some new follows here. Mike Bach. Thanks for the follow, man. And why not sap the 2-1? Well, that just doesn't seem like a very strong play. What if he plays a taunt this turn and I need the sap? Like, we can just kill him. There's no need to. This is clearly more than enough stats to win the game, so saving the sap for some sort of crazy big taunt or something, you know, who knows. It's unlikely that any of it matters just because we're so far ahead, but it's possible. So 4 wins, guys. We're off to a good start. It's not the best deck in history, and we're rolling through some games here, which I like. Twitch Beastie says, Regis, I have very little knowledge of the lore of Warcraft. Are there any more minion groups, such as Murloc, Elementals, Beast? Oh yeah, dude, there's a ton. Yeah, there's a ton. You could do like Tuskar. Frankly, you could do all the different races, like Undead, Human, Tauren, those kinds of things, right? You could go a lot farther than we've gone, dude. The potential is endless. I mean, among like enemies, there's still a ton you could probably do. You could do like
boys, make some room by the hearth, won't ya?
Hey, Fuzzbuzz XL, man, thank you for the subscription, guys. You guys are blowing up the subs tonight. We're like so close to 50 subs now. I think that's 6 or 7 new subs today, which is nuts to start with. And we're getting really close to 50. We're at 49 subscribers now. That's ridiculous, guys. Ridiculous. I think that's 7 subs today. In just an hour. It's crazy. But anyway, Fuzz, stick around to your messages probably later tomorrow at some point, and I'll send you some additional details, man. I don't know what to pick here. I actually think I'm just going to take the Tempest because it cycles just as much almost as the Arcane Intellect. In other words, it gives me 1 card and plays a body. Arcane Intellect costs a lot of mana and gets 2 cards, so I think we're okay with this. Let's just go ahead and Fairy Dragon. So we can almost guarantee the Shadowstone Cleric is going to hit because Mage has so much trouble with this. Fuzzbuzz says, I've been a fan for a while. Finally got around to subbing. Don't know what took me so long. Oh, no worries, Fuzzbuzz, man. Appreciate it all the same. Thanks for showing the support and the kind words, dude. Yes, this would be a good trade with Shadowstone Cleric here. Nice little value trade. Really annoying for a Mage. A 4/1 minion that he can't ping. Like, that's just so annoying.
Welcome, boys.
What?
Make some room by the hearth, won't ya?
Grim Boja, dude. Thank you for the $5 sub. Grim, appreciate it, man. Welcome, welcome. I'm sure you've heard me say, but stick around. Oh, that's brutal. Murloc punished, dude. That's really good. Thank you so much, Grim. And Grim, by the way, that...
Boys, make some room by the hearth, won't ya?
Guys, stop. Guys, come on. Grim got 50, that's right. You were number 50, Grim. Lando909 missed it by a hair. Lando909 missed it by a hair. Lando, though, thank you so much, man, for the continued support. Lando is always going crazy with the support. Look at this, guys, real fast. Lando909, all-time top donor, almost $150, which is insane. And here he drops 5 more on. Thank you so much, Lando. Appreciate it, dude. Guys, again, stay tuned. If you sub just now, I'll send you some details tomorrow. Cool stuff coming your way. And look at all those beautiful sub faces. Somebody asked if I get the emote, new emotes. The answer to that right now is no. I'm not a Twitch partner. I'm just a Twitch affiliate, which is a distinction. You have to apply to be a partner. The affiliate thing just happens automatically if you have the, requisite stats, essentially. So I'm still not a partner. But I can tell you that we skyrocketed past the sub goals. So as soon as I apply for partner, which will be soonish, I'm going to kind of wait a little bit until just like another few weeks, basically. And because I want to get close to 100 concurrent viewers on Twitch all the time before I apply, and we're getting really close. So just wait a little bit more. And then if we get partnership, which surely this sub count will indicate that I'm a viable candidate for it, then at that point, the sub tiers for new emotes are 5 subs, 10 subs, 20 subs. So I think at 50, that already bumps me up to 7 emotes if I become partner. So we're going to be able to make a ton of emotes all at once because you guys are so crazy and subbing so much. So you'll of course, you got the legendary Regis face now, which everybody is spamming in chat. I love it. It looks so cool. And I don't say that in a cocky, conceited way. I just think it's awesome. And then, we'll have 6 more. I don't know what they're going to be yet. I need help determining that, but I guess it's on the way. We do not have an answer for that right now, so we're just going to pretend it's not there and play a bunch of Flame Strike targets here, and we're going to lose the game. We're just going to lose the Flame Strike right now. Although Flame Strike is a little less likely. Oh, Lando, dude, it looks good. Thanks so much, Lando. Appreciate it, dude. One emote will probably be an Ultra Sword if that gets approved or whatever. The emote reminds me of Adam Conover, but with a better beard. Is that the dude? Oh, God. Called it and it happened. I called it and it happened. Is that the dude from Adam Ruins Everything? A lot of people say I look like that dude, so that makes sense, I guess. I don't even know if this was the best play, but sure. Really, game? These options sucked. I don't know. Maybe they'll trade into that 8-8. I'm not really sure, but maybe they'll trade into the 8-8. I highly suggest a bearded Murloc. That's a good idea. Guys, I won't be able to keep track of all these ideas right now. If you actually have a cool idea for an emote you'd like to see in the future, send it to me on Twitter. I'll happily collect emote ideas. Oh, hey, look at that! Zamir Patwa with a €2 super chat on YouTube says, play Burgle Rogue in Wild, and I will donate £1. I can't do that today because we're in the middle of an arena run, but I like that idea. That sounds fun. I may do, maybe someday we'll do a Wild Dexperiment series, because right now we don't do any Wild Dexperiments. But that sounds like a pretty cool one. I think, unfortunately, we kind of have to kill that. But thank you so much, Samir, man. Appreciate the super chat there. Do you play League of Legends or Shadowverse? No to either of those. I've never played League. Seems cool. I like using the Storm a lot. I like MOBA's fine. Shadowverse, I just haven't gotten into. A lot of the streamers and stuff for Hearthstone play it. It looks cool. But I'm just too into Hearthstone, I think. I'm mostly here for the Warcraft lore, guys. I just like looking at the art and stuff so much. Have you seen the new full art card leak? No. I haven't. I mean, I've seen some artwork on the site and stuff that was not revealed in a card yet. But I don't know if that's the same thing you're talking about. Maybe link it in... maybe you link it in chat there and I'll be able to tell you more. This guy's really scary. I think we have to fan just to cycle cards here. Not that it actually accomplishes much, but... Man, our hand is kind of garbage, guys. This is okay, but nothing great. Hopefully his hand is garbage too, or that we get like a... We get a good spell off this mana bind. Ooh, that's a good one!
Welcome!
That's a good
Make
one!
some room by the hearth, won't ya?
Oh my god, guys! 26.2 much, thank you so much for the $5 sub. I think I know who that is, by the way. Thank you so much.
Aha!
Wait a second. Wait a second. Lando, did you just cheer 2,000 bits, dude? That's crazy, Lando. That's absolutely crazy. Lando. Thank you, man. How much is that? Is that $20, Lando? Divided by 10, right? That's $20, right? Divided by 100, right? So $20, yeah. That's nuts, Lando. Thank you, dude, for the continued ridiculous... oh, wow. That's good. Can't use this because of the stupid egg. We got a secret up. Oh my god, I didn't even test for counterspell. Wow, I didn't even see that he played that. We almost got burned really hard. I got too excited by all the subs.
Aha!
Oh boy. Oh boy. Almost got burned by all the subs, guys. Gonna lose the game to the subs. Aren't you usually wearing headphones? Yeah, I'm trying a Bluetooth headset tonight because I like not wearing headphones all the time. I feel like they look a little too bulky and too crazy. Regis does counterspell. Yep. I didn't even see the secret was there. Of course, yeah. Obviously, as I mentioned, got too caught up. Yeah, come on, guys. You are distracting me. Yeah, not that I'm complaining, but. It really sucks that half my cards are useless because of this Devil's Sword egg. Like, we could actually clear here. Or maybe not actually clear. I think we're going to have to kill it, guys. I don't really see another great play. I don't see another great play. Just everything is so awkward right now. Corrupted Seer... the one time we have all this beautiful AoE in Arena, and it just hurts us more than it helps us. I mean, we can trade into it Flame Strike and Razor Petal, it or the Twilight Darkmender, but unfortunately not both. And I just don't have another minion to play. I have no other minion to play other than exactly the two things that do 2 AoE. I think I'm just going to Frostbolt this and set it up where I can Primordial Drake next turn. Oh shoot. Wasn't counterspell. Crap.
Here we go.
Well, I think we gotta do nothing. I think we gotta do nothing. Devilsaur Egg is the bane of Regis. Yeah, you're right. We had another arena run where Devilsaur Egg just stopped me in my tracks, didn't we? I think we need to give it less deference and just kind of push through it more often. I think that's the issue. Wait, so Regis, I thought you posted you weren't streaming today. Now, that was yesterday. There might be some confusion, though, over when I say things like tomorrow in EU versus America. For people who are EU, if I say tomorrow at nighttime, they might be thinking the following day because they're already in another day kind of thing. So that might be the issue there. We're probably just totally dead here. 2 health. We have 2 turns to win the game. We have no healing. I think we're just screwed. That's probably your entity. Yeah. We're just dead. We can betray, but it doesn't do anything. We're just dead. I mean, technically we lived through this turn, I think, but we're just dead. I blame all the subs, honestly. I blame all the subs. Hello, Regis. Sorry I haven't made the last couple of streams. It stormed real bad in Ohio and I lost power for 2 days. Wow, that sucks, man. He didn't ping face? Did that happen? I didn't even notice. But yeah, if he had me at 2 and he could have pinged face still, clearly he should have. That totally sucks, Go fans, but welcome back, man. Hey, Regis, gotta go. I'll finish watching the rest of the stream on YouTube. Have fun, bro. Take care. Things just came up. No worries, Lando, dude. Thanks for stopping by and dropping a cheer bomb and a sub bomb, dude. Much appreciated. I think that single cheer put you at number 2 on the cheer list all time. For some reason, your name is not there, but that's your spot. That's weird. I've never seen it do that before, but you bumped up to number 2. Jerks' lead is climbing now, unfortunately, so it's going to be a while before you top both charts, I think. Rusty Musty Ducky says, I'm not the smartest person ever. How do you sub? So there's a couple ways to sub. If you have Twitch Prime, you can just you get a free sub every month. Or, excuse me, Amazon Prime or Twitch Prime. Because if you get Amazon Prime, you get Twitch Prime essentially for free. You can just go hit the sub button in the top right corner, and there's an option to apply your free sub. And if you don't, then you can go hit that same button and... oh, I didn't even look at the cards. Just clicked. It's a good one, though, at least. Didn't even look at the cards. So, just, you know, it basically asks for credit card information or whatever standard payment methods you want. And then it's essentially $5 a month. Primarily designed to support streamers financially a little bit and just show your support and appreciation for the time and content that they produce. But also you actually get some nice little benefits and bonuses from it as well. So it's not totally just about, you know, showing support. You get like stuff like Twitch emotes. You don't have to watch ads on the channel. I don't even know what else is there. You missed equality. I'm not actually sure I would have taken equality over Ivory Knight, but I definitely should have at least looked at them. I was just spamming my click like I always do. This clearly has to happen. The question is, do we coin a hallucination? I don't know if we do or not. We have pretty good curve. I think we'll hold. What's your least favorite card at the moment? Still... Oh, if I missed a Spike Ridged, that is a card I would take. I would have taken the Spike Ridged. That definitely would have came out. What's my least favorite card? Probably still Jade Idol. I just hate Jade Idol. I don't think Jade Idol's very good for the game. Man, I wish I had a way to kill this now. Maybe we just hallucinate for one. Sure. Yeah, it's a good card. Sure. There it is. That's what we were looking for. Have you already bought the new pack bundle? Yeah, I did. And I did miss Spike Riz apparently, which totally sucks. Guys, come on, guys. You're crazy. Lord Novus, thanks for the sub, man. That makes like 11 new subs today. That's absolutely ridiculously crazy. That is insane, guys. So thank you. Thank you, Lord Novus. Welcome, dude. Appreciate the support. And again, as I've told everybody else, stay tuned to your Twitch messages, and I'll send you some details on being a sub, basically. Important ordering there, guys. Otherwise, we would have taken some extra damage. 53 total subs. I think that's 11 subs for the day. Crazy. You guys are awesome. Really, really appreciate it. Will you make a video about the pack opening? Yeah, of course. Yeah, I mean, I'll be doing the pack opening live on stream for Knights of the Frozen Throne, but clearly that will be something I will want to include on YouTube as well, so definitely the case. Pretty good value trade here, it looks like, to me. 1 health can be trouble for Paladin, too. Lord Nova says, thanks for having an awesome show and also telling me how to sub with my Amazon Prime subscription. No problems, Lord Novus, dude. Thank you so much for using it on me. Appreciate it. That guy's ass guy says, sadly, I will not be able to get the 50-pack bundle. That is a little sad, man. I wish you could. I wish everybody could. I wish Blizzard just gave a 50-pack bundle to everybody. How awesome would that be? Could take a trade here, but let's see what our Volcanosaur does first. If it does something that lines up a pretty favorable trade to this guy anyway, we might just hold on those. But, you know, Consecration is a threat always, and those are both Consecration targets. Divine Shield seems like a good start. Wind Fury also... Oh, Divine Shield's not a good start, though, if we trade, so I guess we can't trade now. Let's just take Wind Fury, too. I don't think we'll trade. He would have Consecration this anyway, right, if he had it. Unless maybe he top decks it. Let's just go face. Partly because our play dictated it, but also because I just don't want to deal with that thing right now. I highly recommend trying Reno, Shadow Priest, and Wild. It's not that competitive if you don't know how to play it, but man, it's one of the most fun decks I've played. That does sound fun, man. Crazy combos with Raza and Shadow Priest and everything else sound really, really fun. Where is Sap when we need it? My god. Do you think we can hit Sap, guys? Either way, this is good because it sets up the trade, so let's try and see. But Sap would just be so insane. Makes me really sad we don't hit the Sap here. It's a good draw, though. I think we'll go ahead and make this trade. It takes a lot of damage off the board, which is nice. Clearly, it plays a lot of stuff onto the board, but we can still clear this, which is cool. So I think it's a good line for us regardless. Regis, could you elaborate on the disliking of Jade Idol? Yeah, as Albazant points out, I made a full video talking about it on YouTube. You should just Google 5 ways to fix Jade Idol, Regis Gilbin or whatever. I might not even have to type my name, but I basically spent 20 minutes talking about why I hate it. Essentially, I just don't think it's healthy how it shuts out an entire archetype of the game. Like, when it was really, really dominant in the meta, you couldn't play Control unless you were Jade Idol, which is, to me, really unhealthy. God, I think we have to take the value trades here, right? Like, just killing 2 more minions off this guy is nuts. We'll have the weapon to finish it off, but that should... Oh, no, we can actually Razor Pedal to save some health, which I think is worth. That's 6, 9... No, we'll need the 1 mana here, so we need 3 plus 6. We'll Ivory Knight for health, too. Yeah, this is fine. We'll take the value trades here. God, we had 13 damage. We're kind of close to killing the guy, but obviously not there. I guess we could have looked at the Ivory Knight card first. But, I think Envenom Weapon's really just the best overall card. I'm a little worried about our health total, but this will heal us at least a little bit, so it's probably worth it. Plus we have the board, which is nice, so we don't have to play minions as much. We can commit 5 mana to this, right? Regis, did you try the new Brawl? I haven't played the new Brawl yet, no. Regis, what's been your favorite deck so far from when you started Hearthstone to now? I think the deck I most enjoyed playing was... What? That freaking, freaking Dawn, dude. That is a giant toxic. At first I thought this was Blood of the Ancient One. I was like, wait, how did he have enough mana to play all of those cards? That's not right. But now I see it's just Don Hanzo there. It's still really, really terrifying. We'll have to invent him up in that, clearly. Might just go face with everything else. This is... No, we'll kill this, actually. We'll just trade into this. In fact, we'll probably just full clear. The heal on that's so good we can't risk it dying or being silenced or something. So, yeah, this is fine. And the reason I'm going to full clear here instead of just letting that live is because it allows me to guarantee that something like my Fairy Dragon doesn't die for free, right? So ultimately, he's out of cards. We're head on board. I think we're in a pretty good spot. Don Hanzo? Oh, Don Hanzo. I said Don Hanzo instead of Don Hancho. Yeah, for sure. I wish that was the card. A little bit of Overwatch in here. Have some fun with Overwatch, man. Ugh, we can't really play Volcanosaur here unless we get exactly Divine Shield, which sucks. I think we'll just play our 8 drops. Play 2 4 drops here. The Stegodon still just dies, which sucks, though. I guess we could trade here. Or maybe Kooky Chemist and then trade. Volcanosaur Divine Shield would be pretty sick if we hit it, though, guys. But if we didn't hit it, we'd just waste a minion, which I just don't think we can risk, right? Would I rather this be a 2-2 or a 3-1? I guess it just is going to be a 3-1, so we don't actually need to honcho that. Let's just Hog Chopper and Kooky Chemist this one. Can't re-weapon because we have the Envenom weapon up, so... How many packs do you estimate you'll get during the Knights of the Frozen Throne opening overall? Getting 150 day 1. I think I'm going to start with 200, and then probably a week later do 50 more, and then probably do like a couple more 25s in the ensuing weeks. So probably 300 total packs. It might depend a little bit on... It might just depend a little bit on how lucky I get and how many cards I craft. And like if we get to a point where I just don't need any more cards, it might just make more sense for me to not open any more Frozen Throne packs. But I don't know, 300 probably won't get me there. So let's just go for big body here. Yeah, he's gonna have trouble doing that. So just because everything else on board too, I'm gonna hold some of this just for Equality Consecration. Clearly, this is enough to win the game. So there's really no reason to play this. That's totally fine. That's totally fine. Cool. GG. He knows that's lethal. He should concede. Yeah. Nice. See you waving if you're heading out. I'm not sure if that was... Oh, no. See you, Jor. See you, Jor. I see. I was watching some old clips of Grim Patron. Did you play the combo deck at all? I did play it a little bit, but honestly, that meta was one of the few times in my life where I haven't played that much Hearthstone. I backed out a little bit. Like, I just wasn't playing as often during Blackrock Mountain. Like, I played it right when it launched. I tested everything out, but I backed off just a little bit in BRM. I don't really remember why. I don't know if I was frustrated with the game or I don't remember what it was. It's just one of the few metas or eras where I pulled out a little bit. Not because of Grim Patron. I didn't think that was a problem at all, really. Thought it was such a high seal cap deck that it was still pretty healthy for the game at the end of the day. We'll keep this because Hero Power on 2 is not that bad. If we have to. We don't have a 2-drop or whatever. So I played it some to answer your question, but not a lot. And I thought it was an awesome deck. What's your early guess for the nets after the new expansion? Like the last one's the meta. Do you think the meta will shake up? I think aggro will still be the predominant ladder archetype just because aggro is aggro, and it's just fastest to play games in the ladder. But we'll see. Who knows? Regis, are you looking forward to patch 7.3 in World of Warcraft? Yeah, man. Of course. Oh, that's so good. Crap. Now I wish I'd weaponed, man. I guess we still play this. It's fine. I mean, clearly it dies to a lot of stuff very easily here, but... And even both of them hit, so it's like, oh my god! This start is brutal! At least he committed the mana, so he has to trade these minions in now. That's pretty nice. Because the Fire Plume Phoenix here is going to help us stabilize really, really quickly. And frankly, he didn't even accomplish that much. Used a lot of cards in the process, so we're in a good spot at the end of the day. This living might actually even make this Spike Dog Rider insane.
It's time for a lot of blood.
Regis is blushing. I don't know exactly what that means. I don't think I am. If my face looks red, that's always a possibility, but this is insane that this taunt living gave me so much value. Crazy good. Poison Weapon is OP in Arena. Yeah, Venom Weapon is ridiculous in Arena. It's actually ridiculous. I think Blood Mage is the best legendary to craft for budget players because it can sub so well for a lot of other cards. It's certainly not a bad one. Certainly not a problem. It's pretty good. Yeah, just Weapon Aberrant is totally fine. That start that guy got off to was kind of scary, but we stabilized really nicely. The taunt off of the Bilefin was actually ridiculously helpful. I'm glad he traded in a way that left that taunt up. Consideration to make. Oh, that's not that good of a turn from him. Unfortunately for us, we don't have a great follow-up, though. Shatters on Cleric is solid to deny the ping, but we don't get much else. I guess we have to take this, right? I wish it was lower cost, is the only thing. We could do it this turn, but I think we want a Shattered Sun Cleric to get more stats on the board, really. He did ping very decisively, but probably just because he only had that much mana left. I don't think he's planning to ping again next turn, necessarily. Regardless, I think this is just our best play to get attack value on the board. Did I do that in the right order? It kind of felt like I attacked and then buffed, but I guess not. What DK class legendary are you hoping to see next? Personally, I'm hoping for Mage, Priest, Paladin. I'd like to see Paladin, you know. It's cool to think of Paladins being corrupted, right? It's just a cool thought. Like, ooh, a Paladin got corrupted. Awesome. Maybe just a Venom Weapon Kabbalist Tome is pretty good, so we'll Kabbalist Tome first. Because none of these minions feel good, right? Like, yeah, we could Primordial Drake, but I want to get more value off that. Let's do this, and then just in Venom Weapon. And this is clearly not the best in Venom Weapon target, but we do just want to stay ahead on the board and keep applying this pressure, because look at this. This is a pretty sick combo. Just push him down to 10 and win the game at any given point, and risk it all because we have Ice Block, right? Like, we can just make ridiculous risks. This is a crazy Kabbalist Tome to get. Actually bonkers. Sap is like not that good because we don't get to do anything afterwards. It's sort of annoying, and clearly a weapon attack here. It's not that good either. Like, we can't sap Corrupted Seer that accomplishes nothing. Our hand is very awkward right now. I mean, maybe just... As weird as this sounds, Venom Weapon that and just play Primordial Drake. And clearly we could, like, trade Drake, but then the Drake takes the 2 damage, and 8 health is a lot worse than 6. But, I mean, now that we know that we have this Pyroblast in hand, I don't think we need to go for as much value. Like, I think we can just... Having that 4 damage on the board is really relevant, because it's going to go down to 17 once we make this trade. The question is the 2 health on the Drake worth more than the Wicked Knife being buffed? And I think the answer is actually that it's not. I think I'd rather have a damaged Drake and the Envenom weapon. So in other words, I'm going to save the weapon in order to enable this. I'm going to sacrifice the 2 health here to keep the weapon alive. I think the weapon being alive is just more valuable. Freeze Rogue, eh? Yeah, no joke. Are you lore interested in how much... Are you a seasoned WoW player? Yes, absolutely. I love WoW lore so freaking much. I read all the Chronicle volumes and stuff. I'm big into WoW lore. Clearly cannot play that for the sake of Mere Entity. So we can test like Counterspell, I guess. We can actually just test Mere Entity with this. So we're gonna do a lot of damage to face here. We definitely need to test the counterspell. Before we ice block, because ice block's what we want to do with the remainder of our turn, right? Mana bind. That's good. We gave him a free freezing potion, guy. A freezing potion. I wonder if that was their intent with the joke, by the way. So we have lethal here. If he doesn't freeze us, he froze us. Crap. Well, that's actually fairly annoying, dude. I didn't think about the freezing potion being annoying. It's actually pretty annoying now. Trade, betrayal. Do 4 to face. Can we do 4 to face with sap? No, we're frozen. We can't even do 4 to face. Crap. There has to be a good way to do this, right? Trade into this so that the shield is gone. Betray it so that it goes down to 1 health, but then we can't kill it if we do that. I think this is actually just the best play, but it really sucks. We need to kill one of these to set up the Pyroblast next turn. Oh my god, I don't actually know what to do here. I don't actually know what to do. Sapping it right now doesn't help because we need the weapon active. I guess we'll just do this. We actually probably should have at least popped the Divine Shield on one of these. That was an incredibly annoying turn. Wow. There had to be a better way through that, but with the rope ticking, I don't know. What was the right way through that, guys? Clearly trading this into 1 for the Divine Shield had some value. I don't care at all about that thing, I don't think. Maybe not that much value, though, because the question is, does he go face here, or does he just... Yeah, he did it anyway, so it actually didn't matter at all. So... there has to be a lethal here, right? Sap. I don't think there's a lethal again. No, there is. Trade. No, there's not a freaking lethal again. Is there a lethal here? Betray. This only goes to 1. I can betray this to kill that and sap. Oh, this is it right here. This is the lethal. That's an instant kill. Here's the sap. Okay, we got it. We got it, boys. We got it. We saw it. There had to be a lethal. I knew it. You guys got it. You're good. You're smart. Let's see. Betray and sap. Yep, you got it. Sap on the left. Yep, you guys got it. Good job, Twitch chat. We found it, boys. We found lethal, guys. That was scary the turn before, though. Honestly, like that was intimidating. Let's see. It's 4:37 a.m. here. Jeez, Regis says Ragnaros. Sorry, Rag, dude. I stream in the morning most of the week. This is my one night stream for everybody. For all us Americans, all us lousy Americans here. We get one night stream, so. Yeah, we didn't even get to use the pyro. Like, that's so sad. Notice how there was no good job YouTube chat. I didn't even look, but they did a good job too. Some of them got it too.
I will fight with honor.
Watch your back.
Yeah, I wish I could have pyroblasted the mage. I really think that would have been awesome. We'll keep these 3, that's fine. This will be really cheap soon. It's really cool to get that in your opening hand. It doesn't always happen. We're 6-1, guys. Pretty good for what I would consider a middling tier score deck. Not the best tier score deck, but a really, really good start for us. Is that worth coining out a weapon for? The problem, of course, right, is if the hero powers here, he gets a minion we can't very easily kill. If he plays a 2-drop, it becomes really problematic. I think we're just going to go ahead and do this. It throws off our curve a little bit, but we have the hallucination on 2 if we have to. We're just re-weaponing. Like, if he plays a dude, we'll just re-weapon. And so this is a really nice curve. A lot of tempo cards here. Greetings from China, says Armando Aeon. You're watching live stream before going to work. Wow, man, so it's super early there. Super late some places. Some people are about to turn the corner on late to early. Thanks for the late streams, Regis. I'm in Jersey, and waking up early is such a drag. No joke. I actually know how you feel. I don't like waking up early either. I think the hired gun actually just works a little better here against the Sword of Justice. Just because that's pretty good against the Divine Shield if he wants to. A lot of value coming out here, though. The old school hand buff, as it were. Let's see. Feels bad that I can only watch 1/4 of the streams, but it's okay, I just watch the VODs. Well, that's the goal with the VODs for sure. And by the way, guys, I wish I could stream at multiple times throughout the course of the week. It's just, given my, need to work, my necessity to have a job, it's, the morning streams work out a lot better for me at the end of the day. So this is a pretty sick turn. Can do a lot here. Since we hit this nice 2-drop, basically. I think we'll go ahead and clear here just for the sake of, oh shoot, I forgot those go to 2/2 though. Crap. So I guess we're not going to clear, but we're going to do at least a little bit. We're going to make that trade regardless, but wanted to clear for the sake of Blessing of Kings, right? At least we're burning the things on perhaps tokens he doesn't want them to be burned on. Who knows, though? Who knows? If you take away control a little bit of what they... Man, we had the right idea. Wow! Shadow Strike's going to do a lot of work, though. It's insane, actually. Actually crazy good. And I can take 6 against Paladin. It actually matters a lot to keep 1 minion alive here. The question is, do we want to just hallucinate or re-weapon? I think actually we'll just re-weapon. With the Venom weapon loaded up, it could make a huge difference. TM Lucas says, need to go to sleep. It's 3 AM here, but I will watch your stream instead. Thanks, TM. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it, dude. Hey, Regis. Replaying Warcraft 3 the past few days. And woo, it may actually get me into playing WoW from the lore plot alone. Definitely, Sam. You have to, dude. It's going to be great. You're going to love it. You will absolutely love it, I promise. The lore only gets richer in WoW. And I'm not even somebody who really, spends a lot of time reading quests or anything. I kind of power through a little bit just to play the game and level up and stuff, but still, it's incredibly enjoyable. I feel like we haven't even seen this card yet. I feel like that's the first time we've drawn that this entire match, or entire arena run. Is Legion worth buying now? Yeah, I think so. It's really easy to catch up right now. They added basically a ton of catch-up mechanics. Oh, we gotta Infinite Weapon that, dude. Got to. Even though we don't have anything else to really play other than the Hallucinate. That's just too good. We should have Hallucinated first, I suppose. Okay, cool. Yeah, Tyrion on 8. Going into 8? Yeah, sure. Okay. Alright. But anyway, a lot of catch-up mechanics in World of Warcraft right now. Essentially, it's really easy to get up to 890 eye level right now, and, jumping the gap to 910, which is probably where you need to be if you want to be a heroic raider at the very least, is really not hard from there either. A lot of stuff to work through as far as quests and everything to catch up, but still, it's fun and rewarding to do so. Waving at Fat says, yep, he went from level 103 to eye level 885 by the end of the month, or match, but I think he means month. Oh, by the end of... No. Oh, no. Oh, I combined 2 comments. I can't read. He says, I went from level 103 to item level 885 in 2 weeks. That's what he says. Which sounds about right, yeah. Sap, anybody? No sap. I guess this is still just pretty okay. There was a way to do that the other way, right? Where we trade our fate, because these did 7, right? We could have put this down to 1 and saved 1 point of life instead of 1 point of life here, but I figured it didn't really matter. Explore Unguro at this point. He clearly knows he's dead in the water, so he's just, I think he's just playing it out. I can't believe he hasn't actually conceded yet. I mean, the game's not over, so he shouldn't concede, but I'm just kind of surprised he hasn't. This might look weird, but I'm actually going to kill this instead of going face, because we have more than enough for lethal anyway next turn. And it just prevents some shenanigan ability, right? This guy's emoting. Mike is really emote heavy here. He's pretty sad about how this has gone, which I can't blame him. We've had some ridiculous answers to everything he's done. But really it's that he's out of cards. Like, that's his biggest problem. Let him win. No, that's not going to be it. But that won't be what happens. But wow, double secrets. Sad. What's he pulled an eye for an eye out here? It's going to be sad when we weapon up. We should actually do this because it's going to be Noble Sack first. Oh. Yep, there it is. I thought he was going to Noble Sack and then eye for an eye, but either way, clearly we have lethal. I would start roping at that amount of emote spam. Oh, he wants to be our friend, guys! Should we do it? Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's find somebody who hasn't been on stream and or been online a lot, and let's remove them. A month ago, this guy, and let's friend request him. Let's see what he says. let's see. Mike, oh, that was his last game. He just finished the run. Should we say grats on 7 wins, dude? Grats on 7 wins. Good run. Little typo there, but that's alright. I want to just give him a little bit of notice before he said, did he unfriend me already? No, we couldn't send the messages if he did, right? So he's busting open card packs, guys. He's got it. All 2 viewers. Yeah. Let's see, actually. 118 plus 55 is what? How many is that? I can't count, guys, but 170 something. So that's a pretty good hand. Regis, would you be open to deleting an inactive player for a fan? Maybe, but the problem there is this is a highlight, but probably none. All none are really enjoying.
Looking forward to the fireworks.
Come watch. You just killed it on Twitch too. Coin Fairy Dragon, I don't think we need to. Let's save the coin. It's pretty valuable. I'm gonna say you should have sniped. Might have had a chance if you sniped. Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm gonna get myself in trouble here. I actually think it masters okay here. I mean, clearly Fairy Dragon trades nicely. It's probably okay. Let's just do it. Let's save the coin. Let's just make a decent trade. He's not going to be able to do anything else. I've never actually seen Assault Request on stream. This is amazing, right? Isn't it? I wonder if Mike will come follow us. Infinite Dima, thanks for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, that was not the real Amaz, by the way, guys, that I unfriended. That was a fake Amaz. Welcome to Regis Gilbert, the YouTuber has 3 chats open and a game running in the background and still wins, right? What? What? Wait a minute, what? Crap. Ugh. I think we kind of got to coin the prophet here. Like, we could do the Aberrant Berserker, but then it dies to Shadow Word Pain. And Venom Weapon's not there yet, so let's just coin the prophet. It kind of sucks that we're burning the tempo a little earlier than we'd like to, but... First time ever. I'm notoriously unlucky in games. Alright. Cool. Great news. Great freaking news. Huh. Well, I mean, clearly we can kill that with Chemist, but then this becomes a 7-4, and it's not any closer. We can't Infinite Weapon yet, still. I mean, maybe we just Kooky Chemist that to stay alive, right? Like, it becomes a 3-6, we deny the trade. I think it's okay. Now, though, if he suicides that, it's a problem, so I don't think we can attack. I mean, I hate making this harder to kill, but I think we just lose the game if we don't address it sort of immediately. Because we don't really have anything else valuable to do, right? Like, we can play the Berserker, but it doesn't do anything. Maybe we just have to. I don't know, I just think a Shadow Word Pain blows us out of the game. I don't like, no, maybe we do, just make it a 7-4. I don't know. I can't decide, guys. At least it trades, right, still, and this doesn't die to Priest. So unless he plays exactly another taunt, he loses to this trade. If he does play a taunt, we can just Infinite Weapon it, probably, so I think we're okay. Well, now I know how that last guy felt. Now we know how the last dude felt. I think we have to do this now. I don't think we have a choice. If he gets Shadow Word Pain, he gets Shadow Word Pain. We're beyond that point. We just have to play to our outs a little bit now. This guy's pretty salty. No joke, right? No joke. Yeah, he didn't do too bad, though. I understand his frustration. I totally understand his frustration. I get it. I mean, that was kind of ridiculous how we steamrolled that game. Not his fault. Okay, so now we have a 4-8 to deal with. Awesome. Middle weapon for 5 is clearly an option, but I think we can just deal with this first. Weapon this, Fire Plume trade, kind of leave up that 4-8. It's not really doing that much damage. And that might make this Berserker a difficult challenge for him to deal with as a Priest. So we have a chance to stabilize here for sure. But man, all these buffs and health manipulations and everything else are getting ridiculous. I'm glad he had a Divine Spirit, man. If we 3-6 that thing, that would have been a tough 3-12 to deal with. The Venom Weapon clearly cleans up always, but we don't have any health gain in our deck, so man, it's a pretty good betrayal, actually.
Shall not fall.
It's 5. We can play the Berserker, but it sucks. I'm just gonna Fan of Knives here and hope we hit something good. We just really don't have any good options. Just Fan of Knives, Imp Master might be the play. I mean, maybe Shattered Sun and Monty Berserker, but it goes to 4. It doesn't really help. I don't know what we even need. There's nothing good in our deck at this point. I think we're kind of just screwed. I'm kind of resolved to losing at this point. He's almost out of cards, so I don't know. Maybe if we can hit an Invented Weapon and do something else. The reason I didn't want an Invented Weapon now is because it's like, what does it actually accomplish? It kills a 4-4. It's nothing. Now we know how Mike feels, guys. Now we know exactly how Mike feels. We need our betrayal. Ooh, Corrupted Seer doesn't really do anything. It's probably the best play we have. But still doesn't really do anything. Envenom Weapon kills a 4-5 and we die to the board. So that's clearly not the play. Could try to hit another Fan of Knives play. Fan of Knives into Betrayal. Actually, Fatal Knives into Betrayal leaves him with just a 1-2 and a 4-5. It loses us the game still, but it's better than losing with Corrupted Seer for sure. So I think this is our only chance. We have to hit exactly Betrayal. Hallucination's an out too. Not really though. If we could Holy Nova, I think we could live, but we don't have the mana for it. Shoot. Mass Dispel won't do it right because it doesn't matter. It's the same amount of damage. He has 12 on board right now, so that doesn't do it. I mean, I guess we could keep the Holy Nova. There's just it doesn't matter. We cannot survive. We're dead. Only chance is if he doesn't see it somehow. We just lost 2 coming in hot. Yep, I think so. Let's see. Holy Smite for the win. We almost had it. We almost had it. Death Knight Valera's new hero power gives lifesteal to all her spells that deal damage for the turn, and every time she uses it, she says, "I need healing." That would actually be a pretty good one, because she really does need healing. And I think they actually even said in one of the interviews or comments or something somewhere that one of the goals for the Death Knights was to give a couple heroes that don't have access to healing extra healing options. So that might actually be the case where somebody like Valera gets some healing, which would be cool. I drafted a ridiculous mage deck, says the Smork Show. Double Cavalier's Tomb, 2 Legends. I think that means Kabbalist Tome. And I let it dissipate because I was scared to lose with it, so I didn't play. Well, that's pretty sad. That's pretty sad. Those are all good cards, but we need them later. In 1884, Meridian Time personnel met in Washington to change Earth time. First word said was that only 1 day could be used on Earth to not change the 1-day Bible, so they...
Golden legendary!
Regis, love the content and beard. Keep up the fantastic work in your vids and streams.
Sapphire's Fire! Oh my god, dude, $20 donation! Thank you so much, Sapphires, for the kind words. Thank you for the money. Appreciate it all. That's fantastic, man. And I certainly will do my very, very best to satisfy your request. Awesome rhyme, by the way. To keep making vids and streams. I really have so much fun that I think I'd do it anyway. But certainly kind words and donations like that are very, very encouraging. So thank you so much, Sapphires. Man, I got lost in all that Meridian time zone stuff. But it sounds really interesting. Alice, EU. I don't know what it's all about. I got into it deep, but sure. We're pretty far behind, so we're gonna need some swing cards. Our hand is all hot, expensive garbage. Well, old Rag's got to go to sleep, says Rag the Fire Lord. I'll come back tomorrow. Good night. Thanks, Rag. Appreciate it, man. Thanks for the comments and everything else, always on videos, too. Regis, remember I was the first one to comment in the Bitter Tide deck experiment. I don't know if I remember that specifically, but I seem to do remember, J. Kim, that you were the first commenter. I just don't remember the exact video, necessarily. This kind of sucks, but what can we do? What can we do? It's on curve. It's the only thing we got, really. Psychotron might be okay if this goes down to 3 after the trade. Could also maybe just trade back with a weapon. Hopefully he has just another bad 4-drop here, or some weird combination of small 2-drops or something. Shadow Strike's really good, though. Shoot. That's gonna go to 5. I guess we can just play the flat Hog Rider. We could maybe Assassinate, honestly. Just because it, you know, it's not bad. Turn 6, we could do something like this. Clearly, we would hope to use this on something more valuable. I guess we'll do the Hog Rider. He just Shadow Striked. He may not have another answer here. If for some reason this still lives cleanly, we can always just Assassinate it next turn. I don't know. I don't feel good about our deck this late in the... Playing all these 7-8 win decks and stuff gets really, really scary. That is really rough. Wow. Oh boy. Oh boy. I think we have to kill this still. I mean, clearly this could become a 6-6, but it isn't yet, so... Playing these doesn't work. Oh, we're in trouble, guys. We're in trouble, guys. We're gonna need a big play here. We're gonna need, like, Sap or Betrayal or Envenom Weapon. We're gonna need to see a Primordial Drake soon. God, please don't be something low cost. Ugh. That's, I mean, it's annoying, but it's not that bad, I guess. Our hand just doesn't accommodate this, though. Because this, I mean, clearly doesn't line up well against that. It's such a good card. Oh, I think we're dead, boys. I don't see a way out of this. Psychotron, he has to weapon the Divine Shield and then run this in, so we still take probably 7 or 8 damage to face. Doesn't help. Betrayal doesn't really help because that's stealthed anyway. It wouldn't have mattered. Divine Shield on the Volcanosaur is just as bad as Divine Shield on the Psychotron. I guess this mitigates the most amount of damage, so we'll try this, but it's not a good sign. I don't think we're going to build one. Will Quest be unique to the Ungrove expansion? I think probably so, yeah. I think probably so, Terrell. That's what we've seen with most like mechanics like that. Regis, do you think Elemental Shaman's any good? I've been playing with it. I'm not sure it's the most viable. Love the content. Keep up the good work and the sweet beard. Thank you, Hammerdinger. Yeah, I think it's pretty good, man. Oh my god. Well, Mike was our curse. Mike was our curse, guys. We were going great until we ran into Mike, and then everything fell apart. Everything fell apart when Mike showed up. This can't do anything. I mean, between the weapon, we know that he can clear it immediately. If we could get double Divine Shield and Taunt, somehow we could win, but clearly we're dead. Hope you get 12 wins. Thanks, Jay. Thanks, dude. It's gonna require a very swift disconnect here from our buddy ATM for that to happen. So I don't think that's gonna be the case. We fell apart as soon as we talked to Mike. It was the power of Mike Salt that lost it for you. That's right, Twitch BC. I think you're right, man. We are just no. I don't know that we had a way to win that. Maybe assassinating the reporter would have put us slightly more in it, but still I don't think that's a winning play because we still would have been. He still would have had the adventurer on an empty board. We never drew like the Shadow Strike or anything to kill it, so we never had the kind of tempo play necessary to swing back into that. But yeah, talking to Mike, man, jinxed us. We got so lucky against Mike that RNG's has turned against us, guys. Still though, ultimately 7 wins, clearly always the goal, and that's a pretty spicy reward. 5 dust, but an Ultra Source, so it counts for something extra, which is always nice. And we can open 1 pack here. If only we could somehow figure out how to bug these out. My God, wouldn't this be the best stream in history if we could bug out the packs and open those? That would be a magical moment, undoubtedly. Man, no justice. No justice. Aha. Even awful cards. Almost universally terrible cards, too. And there you go. Pretty interesting little rogue run. Unfortunately, not the best ending there. But still, when you get 7 wins, you can't complain too much. So if you guys have any thoughts, comments, questions on this run, of course, leave them in the comments below. But until then, thank you so much for watching. And until next time, game on.